I'm gonna show you right here how to make my chicken and dumplings. This is everything you need. And of course chicken. I do suggest getting the unflaky biscuits, or they separate. For the first step, you're going to want to fill your very large pot with the water. Yeah, fill that bitch. That good enough. Put that shit on the stove and make it come to a boil, my guy. Now, when we let that come to a boil, or we wait until it comes to a boil, I'm going to start making the dumplings. And whether you make your dumplings from scratch or not, making chicken and dumplings takes a hell of a long time and a lot of work. But what you want to do, and this bitch of a can only gave me 7 biscuits instead of 8. Mad. Anyway, what you're going to do is you're going to cut 2 biscuits at a time like that, and you flip them and you do like that. Yeah. Then you separate them, you put them to the side. You can roll them or do whatever you want. You can keep them the little triangular shape. I usually roll them because they're going to be rolled anyway after we're done cutting up the cans. But you do you, boo. So I didn't really say the ingredients, but the ingredients are pretty much 4 things of chicken broth, 4 things of chicken, cream of chicken with herb. You can do without herb, it just tastes better with herb. Of course, a pack of chicken, if you like more chicken in your dumplings. 2 packs of chicken, and I use the tenders, not the breasts, because there's less skin and arteries. 4 packs of biscuits. Of course, mine feeds roughly 3 grown-ass adults for about 2 days. And I use fancy pepper because I think it tastes better. But you can do whatever you want. But yeah, that's literally all you need. Now the flavor biscuits... Sorry, my music was playing. Now the flavor biscuits is really to your taste. I always get 2 different flavors of biscuits. I usually get the buttery ones and sometimes the buttermilk. I think the buttery ones taste better as dumplings, but that is up to you. Okay, I've done all my biscuits. That's what they should look like. They will stick together, but they're very easy to pull apart, and it really doesn't matter. You can just make them into spheres if they actually stick together. Now, I suggest you get a large bowl to put said biscuits in, and then you're going to take your pepper, sprinkle it, or not like sprinkle, but like dump a pile of pepper right here. So like that, and then you're gonna spread the little pile out. This may seem weird, but trust me, do it. And now what you're going to do is take one of your biscuit bowl things, and you're just going to bloop, 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 and kind of rub them a little, squish them a little, like that. And you put it in your bowl, and that is it. And then you keep repeating the process. If you run out of pepper, you put more pepper on, spread it out. You can't really over pepper these because you can over pepper anything, but a lot of pepper won't hurt because once it gets into the broth, a lot of the pepper will come off into the broth. Okay, I am out of pepper, so now is the time to check to see if my water is boiling. She's not. So, we go back to continuing the peppering of the biscuits. Okay, I'm at the halfway point. There's my biscuits. Your fingers will get very biscuity. Our water is now boiling, so we're going to go ahead and put a pack of chicken tenders in. Now, when you put the chicken in, you can put it in thawed or frozen as long as the package is unstuck from the bottom of the chicken. Now you're gonna let that cook for about 8 minutes, and then you're gonna continue doing your biscuit pepper do. Okay, I'm done making the biscuit balls, so I'm going to put them in the fridge. Our chicken has been in for about 7 minutes, and they are not done yet. So this part you kind of just play it by ear, play it by when you think your chicken is done. And then what is it? It is done. You will pull it out, dump about 3/4 of the water out. Probably a little more. I'll show you when I get there. So while we're waiting on the chicken to finish, we can go ahead and pre-open everything. Usually the sign of done chicken is whenever it floats. So we're going to take it off, take the chicken out, put it into like not a huge bowl, but a big enough bowl, kind of like this. After your chicken is out, you should have roughly about that much water in it. I don't know if you could tell very well, but like, that much. Now, you're going to leave it on a medium heat, and you're going to start adding all of your ingredients. I would do chicken broth first, so there's more liquid in the pan for whenever you add your condensed soup. Okay, chicken broth is in. Now I'm going to add the condensed soup. Okay, the condensed soup is in, and now all you're going to do is mixy until you don't see any more of these like globbies of the soup. Forewarning, the condensed soup also comes with tiny baby pieces of shredded chicken in it. Don't be alarmed. Okay, now that you've mixed everything together, I know it's going to be weird to say, but now you're going to take these 4 cans, fill each one up with water, and then put them in the pot. Now, I did that, and I noticed we are actually a little too low in liquid, so I'm going to do it again until we're about right there in the pot, and then we'll let it simmer for about 10-15 minutes, stirring occasionally. Okay, I added more water. Now you're going to stir. And now, like I said, we let that sit on the stove for about 15 minutes.